Hi, everyone. I'm Cathy Vartuli from the IntimacyDojo.com here with Betty Martin from BettyMartin.org, and we're talking about giving now. Have you ever been confused about giving and felt a little awkward about it? Betty's going to show us some ways to make it more clear and easy. Thanks, Betty.
Thank you. Thank you. So first I want to define giving because it can be thought of in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So in our context here, what we're talking about is I'm touching you.
Mm-hmm.
It's for your pleasure. It's not because I necessarily want to get something out of it, but it's for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's also possible to touch you for my pleasure, but that's a different video. So this one's about touching you for your pleasure.
Yeah.
So if it's for you, then the one thing that I need before I start is to know what you want.
Yeah.
Because without that, I can't give it.
That's true.
So what
but
really
if you really
clarifies,
if you really cared about me, you would know what that is.
Yes, I should read your mind. If I really loved you, I would know. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. So it's very easy, actually, to find out what you want, and all I have to do is ask you, how would you like me to touch you right now, just for a few minutes?
Yeah.
And it's much easier to start to learn if you start with just a few minutes,
mm-hmm.
and with you start out when you're not in the bedroom, because that helps you learn how to communicate about it. And the communication actually is more important than the actual doing.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to touch you for you, I need to find out what you like. And the difficulty, of course, is that you may not know what you like.
Yeah, exactly.
You may not know what you want. And so then what do I need to do?
Yeah.
Well, I have a couple of choices.
Yeah.
I can experiment.
Uh-huh.
You look doubtful. Here's what I can do. I can guess.
Yeah.
I can make a suggestion,
mm-hmm.
or I can shut up and wait.
Oh.
And that's very difficult for most people.
Yes, it is.
It is true that many people don't know what they want, and it can be a little uncomfortable. But really what giving is about is making enough room so that your desire, what you want, can show up.
Yes.
And that means slowing down. There is no way around it.
We have a hard time in our society slowing down.
Oh, we do. And we think, well, sex means I do this, that, or the other, and so I better get after it and start doing stuff.
We only have an hour.
Yeah. Giving actually means getting my own ideas out of the way.
Yeah.
What would you like? And then zip it.
Yeah.
And wait. And that waiting, that creating this very generous spaciousness is actually part of the gift to you.
We lost the video.
Oops, we lost the video.
Yeah. This is really good. I'm calling you back.
Okay.
And I can splice it if we'll just say the last sentence again.
Okay.
Okay, we're recording. Great. Okay.
Okay, let me see. Where was I? So I can make a suggestion. I can guess. I can just start doing stuff and hope that you don't object and hope that you like it and hope that I'm reading your mind correctly.
Yeah.
Or I can ask and then just wait.
Yeah.
And the spaciousness that creates for what you want to come to your awareness is actually part of the gift, and it's a very potent sign of love.
Yeah,
that's just wait for what you want to show up.
Yeah.
And
I think,
Well,
for me, I have an abuse background, and for a long time I didn't know what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it was really fun to experiment with someone in a very safe place, like sitting in the living room. Like,
exactly.
Did I like touch that was gentle, or did I want more firm? Like, just exploring that and figuring out what I actually enjoyed. And that was it was a fun experiment, too.
You bet. You bet. And that this kind of experiment, it makes it clear who it's actually for.
Yeah.
So if I ask you how you'd like to be touched, Cathy, and you have to ponder a while and maybe you don't know, and it's still, that's part of what makes it clear that it's for you. And, you know, people with abuse history, which is really most people to some degree.
Absolutely.
What we think is, well, we're just supposed to put up with whatever happens to us.
Yeah.
And that tendency can be very, very strong.
Yeah. For me, for a long time, if you weren't actively hurting me, I was really happy.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 So this creates this space that runs completely counter to that. So my asking you how you would like to be touched, it helps that it's very short, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and it's right now, and it's clothed, it's not particularly sexy. That's how you gain the confidence to begin communicating. And the other thing that's sort of a trap about giving, like giving a massage or giving a hand job or that sort of thing, is that it's very easy for, if I'm the one who's giving, it's very easy to get real excited by your pleasure, as if I'm kind of, if I think that I'm supposed to get you turned on and I think I know what that looks like, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that response out of you. And it may not be what you actually want. You go for the goal.
Yeah.
And that's a real big trap of giving.
What
about
about
book
people
on that one, but we'll just mention it now.
What about people that give to get? I mean, I've been in that space where I'm kind of depleted and I'm giving to someone and I'm hoping that if I give them enough, they'll want to give something back.
Yeah. Well, it's very easy to do that. And that is not a problem with giving. That's a problem with asking for a turn for you to receive.
Yeah.
Because there's something that you want.
Yeah.
And if there is something that you want, the only thing to do that has integrity is to ask for it.
They may say no, but you
the only thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, Betty. I love this. Is there anything else you want to add about the giving part? You get to have a limit in what you can give, and you get to change your mind. So I may say, boy, I'd be happy to rub your back, and I have about 10 minutes worth of energy left in me. Does that work for you? You know, or I really love giving you, but my arm is starting to get tired, so I'm gonna have to slow down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself while you're giving.
You have to take care of yourself, or you don't have anything to give.
Yeah. And then you start resenting it, and then it's not a beautiful experience.
Yeah. Actually, we'll add about another minute's worth, and that is that as far as the art of giving, you want to invite feedback. You want to ask for feedback, fairly open-ended. Is there something that might feel better? How's this pressure? Would you like me to slow down? And when you actually ask, it makes it easier for them to tell you that.
Yes.
And the other thing is, and this is just a little trick that I like. You may not like it, but when we're coming to the end of, say, a massage or something like that, I always say, is there anything you'd like a little bit more of before we stop?
I like that a lot.
It just, I don't know, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Well, it's a nice way to transition, whereas sometimes I've had back rubs and all of a sudden they're like, I'm done, and you're like, but
what?
But it's just surprising.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that myself. Is there anything else on giving? We'll do another video on a couple other things, but
I think that's it for now.
Great. Wonderful. Thanks, everyone. Leave comments below and come on back for the next video.